meantime, let's get busy right here, right now. Autumn is with us, and it is a good time. If it's raining, you're going to get wet if you go outdoors, bottom line. But if you take a bit of a hike, and I say that with great respect, you don't look at you, take a hike. If you take a bit of a hike and get out amongst the autumn leaves, it's actually good for the soul. Really good for the soul. Didier Manon is from, well, a group called Didier Walks. It's his company. Didier Walks, Didier Manon. Good to have you with us. Didier.
Hi, Todd. How are you, mate?
I'm very good indeed. Didier, where are you from originally?
I was born in Switzerland, in the French region, but I've lived here most of my life.
Okay.
Rockingham.
So I'm detecting a Rockingham accent and not one from Switzerland. Is that right?
That's right.
How important is us? You know, it's really important to me. Autumn I love autumn. We get out and amongst it. Sometimes we get really cold. But I think it's important to actually get out and just observe as much nature as possible. You would have to agree.
I totally agree. Actually, autumn is probably the beginning of our hiking season here in Perth.
Okay.
Because in summer it just gets a bit too warm. And yeah, this is a perfect time. I mean, like today, for instance, would have been a perfect day for a hike. Yeah, it's a great time of the year.
Mate, today was perfect just to be outdoors. You know why? No smoke. No one was burning off, although there was a guy with his 1 metre by 1 metre that was burning off, I think, a couple of streets away, and I got a bit of a waft, which wasn't that flash. But when there's no smoke around and we have those beautiful blue skies above and the leaves are starting to turn, I've never been conscious of them before, but I think compliments of COVID, being locked inside the house and not being able to go out, you really do monitor your local environment a lot closer, don't you?
You do, and I find some people are a bit nervous to go out, and they think that they can't go hiking, but like you said, you don't need to go far to start hiking. If you're a little bit nervous, you can just go to your local park, or you can walk around a lake, or you can walk in a reserve. For your first hike. My first hike back into hiking about 6 years ago was just a 2 kilometre hike near Dwellingup. So it doesn't need to be big, just go for a walk for an hour under some trees and you'll feel better.
But Didier, look, realistically, mate, when the Swiss, this is your bloodline, when the Swiss say we're going hiking, I'm convinced that the Swiss yodeling was them getting to the top of the hill, yelling out, "Help, get me down from here. It's taken me 4 days to get here and now I've got to come down the other side." I just think hiking in Switzerland very different to Australia. But mind you, in saying that, the Bibbulmun track, that has some... You can test yourself if you want to, but if you just want to get out and smell that air, look at those leaves changing. It's an easy access, and you don't have to get the perfect shoes, do you?
No, you don't. You can just wear your joggers. You don't need to go out and spend a fortune on gear. Just get your joggers on, have a little day pack. Everyone's got a little day pack. Just get a hat on. Do a little bit of research online. Speak to somebody who knows the area. Let somebody know that you're going out there. Even if you're just going out for an hour, make sure you bring some water and just go and enjoy yourself, and the Bibbulmun track, that we are so lucky
world class
in Perth to have the Bibbulmun track. It's totally free of charge. It's 1,000 kilometres. You can hike it for for the 2 months, or you can just hop on there and just go for a half an hour walk. And what's beautiful about the big track, as we call it, is that there's no car access. So the moment you step onto it, it's just you and nature.
Yeah. I was in university once, and a friend of mine took off on the, as you say, Bib track. We expected him to be gone for, I think it was about 10, 12 weeks, I think. It took him nearly 4.5 months. He wasn't in any hurry at all. He made friends. He reckons he spoke to a kangaroo. A kangaroo chased him. That was another story that he told us. So it's quite a social environment as well when you do get out and talk to people. And let's face it, mate, compliments of COVID, we've been told to keep away from people. Here's an opportunity to be outdoors and still say g'day, give them the thumbs up as you walk past and keep going. But also, you're safe.
You are. the bib track is extremely safe. And the hiking community are beautiful people. I never go out on the track and meet somebody who's, unhappy, or because just the feel of nature just totally relaxes you.
Yeah.
Can I actually share a study that they've done in Japan? It's beautiful.
How long is a piece of string? Let's go. Come on, let's go.
All right.
Go,
okay. Okay. In Japan, there's a scientist named Xing Li, and he started. He's been studying forest bathing, which some people may have heard of.
Yes, I have. I read an article on that.
Okay. And what he's discovered is that, for instance, a tree has essential oils, has like a aromatherapy. And what happens is when you walk next to a tree, the tree senses something in its space, just like we do. So whether they feel the presence of an animal, a tree, or a person. Now, what happens is when a person has somebody coming into our space, what we tend to want to do is bog them on the head. But what the tree does is it releases its essential oils into the air, and as a person, we absorb it into our skin and we breathe it in. And instead of attacking us, it actually calms us down. And it actually lowers our blood pressure, slows our heartbeat down, and actually calms us so we don't feel like threatening the tree. And so he's actually done a study on this, and it's been proven. Nature heals.
Nature heals. Didier, I'm so glad we got this opportunity to talk, because I've always believed that getting outdoors is so good for the soul, and also good for the physical element, to see a bit of nature around you. You just feel different when you come back inside. I think it's really good. But the fact that there's proof. There's proof that when you get outdoors, that it has been proven in Japan. And if it was proven in Japan, it must be real. If anyone is interested in sort of, going for that first hike out and about,
Yep.
And getting that experience of the outdoors, and they've never ever had a crack at it before, or they think this is bar humbug, what would you suggest they do? Should they contact someone or go with a mate? What's the plan?
Do whatever you think is right for you.
Okay.
The beauty about hiking is nobody's going to put any expectations on you unless it's yourself.
Yeah.
And so if you want to go with a mate, go with your mate. If you want to take one of your parents, go with them.
Well, they'll be a lot slower. That could be that Bibbleman track that lasts for 2 years, that one.
but Todd, that's the beauty about hiking, is that it slows you down in this crazy, fast-paced environment.
Yeah, you're right.
And maybe spending some time with somebody who does walk slower, you'll just relax. But getting back to your question is, like I said before, just do whatever you feel feels comfortable for you today.
Sure.
And then tomorrow, just take another step. And there's a lot of information online that you can gather. You can go to the Bibbleman Track Foundation. Somebody can talk to me. There are lots of people out there who can speak to you about hiking.
Where are you online, Didier? How do we find you online?
Just Didier Walks, so that's DIDIER walks.com.au.
Excellent. .com.au. DidierWalks.com.au. And you can help someone out, give them a bit of a leg up, I guess is the right terminology. A leg up?
I'd be glad to speak to anybody.
Good on you. Didier, mate, thank you so much for your time. Didier Manon joining us there from Didier Walks. Thank you, mate. Stay safe out there and enjoy the colours of the autumn leaves. And for those of you that don't have the ability to sort of get out and about,